You again? This is never going to end.
Hypothesis. The Goliath-class enemy screen has summoned the local machine life forms. Proposal. Destroy the Goliath.
Good thing I landed that direct hit. Uh-oh.
You'll die. All of you are going to die.
You okay?
I'm fine. Let's take this bastard down.
Right.
Hey! What's up, Goku? I've just been streaming for about 20 minutes, so you haven't missed much. How you doing? I'm just in the middle of this crazy boss fight. Really, really crazy. But it's good to see you. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Amazing Goku. I was very, very sad at the end because the show was over, you know? But it was really, really, really good. What do you think about it? I would say my favorite episodes were, of course, the Order 66 episodes. But I even liked the episodes with the two sisters. I like those episodes too. So I kind of like the whole season. Pretty depressing ending though. Yes, yes, definitely. Amazing. I really love the ending with Darth Vader and all the stormtroopers and everything like that. I've been actually doing a lot of Star Wars recently, just because I got Jedi Fallen Order. Like, I have it on my PC, but I have to figure out how to stream that, just because I had some problems trying to stream from my PC last time. But I'm really liking how I really liked how, like, I feel like those episodes really expanded the Clone Wars world, you know, or the Star Wars world, with like seeing Ahsoka with some civilians and stuff like that. I think that was really cool. Alright, what's going on? But what were some of your favorite parts of the episode? I loved the whole siege of Mandalore. That was really cool.
They're still coming? What do we do? There's too many.
2B? 2B, can you hear me? Our village is under...
Pascal? Come in, Pascal!
Shit!
But I would say, what was I saying? But yeah, those episodes with the sisters, I know a lot of people didn't like them, but I thought that, like, they were pretty interesting. With the whole spice running and what's it called? The like underworld and everything like that. That was really cool. Okay, which direction am I supposed to go? This way. Hopefully I'm going in the right direction. But I was getting a little bit worried because I was just like, oh man, no one's showing up today. The Order 66 part was my favorite. We all knew it was coming, but it was still suspenseful. Yes, of course, suspenseful nonetheless.
Damn it!
It was so sad with, like, you know, Rex and I think it was Jesse, who was one of the clones who turned against Ahsoka. I'm pretty sure it was Jesse. But
Let's take these guys
it was really, really, really sad because they didn't. It's like they had no control, so it was all, you know, it's just one of those things where nothing could be done. So that last song at the end too, it was called "Burying the Dead." I thought that was so good. I haven't seen Blade Runner, but people were saying that it's like Blade Runner, or I've seen the first Blade Runner movie, but I haven't seen the most recent one. But people are saying that the music reminded them of that. Oh my god. But I'm hoping that maybe there's gonna be a follow-up series, you know, like a Galactic Civil War series, or something like that, like something that takes place in the Imperial era. Because I feel like one of the things that bothers me is I feel like even though we've had so many seasons of the Clone Wars, it really does feel like it was just the beginning of their story, you know? Or for a lot of these different characters. So I want to see them in the, you know, in that time period of the original trilogy and see what became of everybody. I think that would be really cool. Suddenly become stupid because they switch sides. Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah. Well, they always say that clone troopers are superior to stormtroopers. So, what could we have expected? Yeah, like that whole mall sequence, like, you know, when he was in the hallway and they're all shooting at him and trying to take him down. And he didn't have his lightsaber on him, so he was just ripping off pieces of the wall and using them as a shield and everything like that. And that was pretty amazing. Man. Let me get this thing. Alright. It makes me sad that the Empire just discarded them soon after. Yeah. I always assumed that they did. Like, am I wrong? Because, like, I thought that they did keep them for a little while. Or am I mistaken? Because I remember, I haven't really read a lot of comic books, but, like, I've watched, like, a little bit of, like, Star Wars Theory and Stupendous Wave. And, I know that they said that, like, the clones served with Darth Vader at one point. I know that, Appo, the clone trooper Appo, I think he served in Vader's personal group. So I think they were around for a little bit longer. But I might be wrong about that though. But I know for sure Fox was around Darth Vader at one point. I really want to see what happens to all of them, you know? I think the Clone Wars really grew Star Wars in a way that we could have never imagined. Now we have so many more stories, and the universe just feels so much more fleshed out. And you can hear me, right, Goku? I just want to make sure you can hear me nicely over all this noise.
You saved us. Oh, thank you so much.
What happened here?
The machines on the network all went berserk at the same moment. I think the unit presiding over them may have gone mad.
It's Eve. It's gotta be.
If we destroy this presiding unit, will it stop the rest?
Most likely, yes.
Pod, I need you to locate Eve's current position.
Location has been detected and placed on map.
Alright.
We'll take care of Eve.
You just worry about keeping the village safe, okay?
Do be careful.
So now we gotta go fight Eve. In the Darth Vader
What is this?
comics that take place shortly after Episode 3, yeah, there were some clones serving under Vader.
Like
Yes.
the area with
I think
forced
we need to have
connections.
those
All these
stories
transmissions are
animated.
making
You
the
know,
machines go
we need,
haywire.
or like in the
We have to
Clone Wars
find
style.
Eve
I mean,
and destroy him.
On it.
okay, I think. Oh, I remember this fight. Oh man, I hope I have enough health. Maybe I should stop by and buy some. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. It's kind of creepy to see these things running at you. But I think that having like a Galactic Civil War series would be pretty amazing. Or just something that takes place in that time period before the Galactic Civil War, since they're saying how in Rebels the war doesn't really start until like the end of the series, and the series is like what, like 15 years after Episode 3, so. Oh, it looks like I got a phone call from someone. Unknown name. Okay, give me a second. Where do I go to shop? Can't talk to her. So it looks like I just have to go into this fight with no health. Or, not no health, but just a little less health than I would like. Yeah, but Episode 3 had its anniversary recently, right? If I'm not mistaken. Episode 3 is honestly my favorite movie of all time. I used to be ashamed to say that because people will give you so much flack for being a prequel fan. But like, honestly, I don't care anymore now. I think it's a legitimately good movie, so it's all good. Yeah, good point. Good point. Well, I mean, when you look at like the end of Clone Wars, it seemed just like it had the right tone, you know? Like, so I feel like if they could do just a follow-up series with the same tone as Clone Wars, and we could just follow a different set of characters, that might be nice. But what would you say if not a Galactic Civil War series? What would you like to see as a TV show? Okay, where's my map at? I guess I'm supposed to go down there.
Now what?
This game is pretty spooky at times.
And here you are. I know you two feel the same. That this world is utterly meaningless. As far as I'm concerned, my brother was everything. And now, everything must die!
But
Why did you kill my brother?
oh my gosh. Oh! This guy's kind of a sympathetic character, I think. Can't see. Hey, Zero. It's good to see you. Goku and I were just talking about Clone Wars. Okay, there's rumors that there'll be a Rebel sequel series. Yeah, that would be interesting. I know The Mandalorian takes place in that era, right? I've only seen the first maybe like 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. A good friend of mine and we watched it together. But from what I've heard, it's pretty good. I know people are saying that Ahsoka might be in the series. But Zero, what have you been up to? And same thing to you, Goku. What have you been up to as well? Oh my god. Let's find this guy with a bare hand. Oh, okay. I'm glad you guys told me about this glitch with the PlayStation chat, because if you guys didn't, I would think that there was nobody here right now. Why Yeah, but sorry for not streaming over these last couple of weeks. I kind of been really busy. So every time Sunday would come around, I always have something to do. So I always just try to stream whenever I can, but I always try to stream around the same time. So just in case you guys are wondering, I try to aim for Sundays at 5 p.m. That's the time I usually will start if I'm going to stream. Ooh, streaming. Okay, cool. You stream on YouTube or on Twitch? And what do you stream? Also, that Rebels sequel series, I think that's going to be interesting. I think in a lot of ways Ezra is similar to Ahsoka, because you know, Ahsoka started off as that one character who people had kind of mixed feelings about, and now she's very loved by the fan base. So. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where this guy's at. He's just throwing rubble at me. Oh man. I feel like you're saying season 2 Mandalore. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Goku. Like, I wonder if it was Disney's idea, or it might have been Dave Filoni and I think Favreau's idea as well. You never know. Maybe they have a reason for it, so that might be interesting. It's kind of weird to think that Ahsoka survived post Return of the Jedi, you know? So it makes me wonder what she was doing the whole time. Maybe we'll get a chance to figure that out. And I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention to that Avatar series that they're making, but it seems like that's going along. It's going to be interesting when there's another Avatar series someday, like a animated series, I mean. Oh, yeah. Good questions. I hope it's not Disney forcing them to, because I feel like that would be really unnatural for the story, you know? Oh my gosh. I love the dodging in this game, it's really good. Can't see. But yeah, Jedi Fallen Order is actually really good.
Alert. Massive energy
I wasn't feeling it in the beginning, but I kind of grew to love the game. It's actually not that bad.
He's absorbing the light force of whatever's left on the network.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it! We'll never get anywhere like this. I'm going to
Seems
try.
like Disney wants to use the show as a springboard for all sorts of spin-offs. Yep. I get that feeling
Shutting
too.
him down.
Oh, neither. I stream on Mixer. Oh, Mixer. Okay. So, Zero, are you excited about The Wolf Among Us 2?
On it.
Because I love The Wolf Among Us. That was such a good game. I played it with my sister.
The enemy is connected to a
This could turn out bad. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Yeah, I think so too.
analysis.
Oh,
The actions of Unit
I gotta
9
hack into
have
this
an
guy.
unacceptably low probability of success. Proposal. Unit 2B should abandon.
If 9S says he can do it, then he will.
what was I gonna say? I got distracted for a second. But yeah, I think like they have to make every decision they make needs to be for the good of the story, you know. So like, you gotta do things that make sense. Because like there's so much to the Star Wars universe. Like it's kind of weird because I feel like Disney feels a little stuck. That's what it seems to me. Like they sometimes don't know what to make. Because we're getting that Cassian Andor series too, like the one guy from Rogue One, and I'm just like, I'm not even sure if I'm really all that interested in it. You know, it might be good though. You never know. But I feel like there are other characters that they could have made a TV show. From what I heard, they're rebuilding the software. I see. Oh, so because I remember hearing that Nickelodeon was open to more Avatar. And I got this information from Emergency Awesome, if you know who he is. Who's your favorite character in Wolf Among Us, Zero? I can't. It's been a while since I played, so I kind of forgot everybody's name. But I think it's Big B, right? Big B Wolf, the main character. I liked him a lot. I really can't wait until they make more. Oh, man. I'm going through all my health like Tic Tacs. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Hurry up, Ninus! I'm just gonna circle around you now. Oh my gosh. Isn't very trustworthy. Tiny just makes claims that sound too good to be true. Doesn't provide any sources for them. Oh, I see. Maybe he's got some private sources? I don't know. I know a few YouTubers who know people on the inside of certain groups, but I hope that maybe, even if they shot the idea down, I hope that there might be another Avatar series someday. Because it's been a couple of years since Korra, you know? I'm not sure if I'd cover it or not, though. Like, on the channel. I'd still have to kind of decide what I want to do about that. You know, another series I gotta play is Telltale's The Walking Dead. Like, I haven't finished it yet. I have to play the very last season of the game. Okay, it's almost done. This is really pushing me to my limit. I'm trying to go through the game's good route. Ah, yes, so that's what I did. I remember, and you finished the game, right? Because I don't want to spoil it for you. I remember I made one decision that made me feel so bad. But I don't want to ruin it because I don't know if you've seen it or not. Okay, almost there. Alright, awesome. Yeah, you might be right, Goku. I think you're probably right, too. I feel like maybe they would be the ones to tell us, right. Oh, through Let's Plays, okay. Or there's a point in the game where you can choose to rip somebody's arm off. And I remember I did that to a character. Because I was just like, you know, I'm the big bad wolf in this town. I felt disrespected, so I ripped the guy's arm off. But I ended up feeling really bad about it. Oh, man, I don't know how long it would last, honestly. because I don't have a lot of health packs left. Oh my god. Oh man, okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Having with a bunch of fandoms where creators write it and twist it into something else. Yeah. You know, that's actually a very interesting point to mention, you know? Because I just got finished watching a video about Lucasfilm responding to the concept of Grey Jedi. And so everyone was just talking about that. Oh, okay. Oh man, I gotta really watch it now. Because like they're saying that Grey Jedi basically aren't a thing, and that was a very controversial take to have because a lot of people were debating them in the comments section. So I was just reading through people's comments and seeing what they thought about Grey Jedi and stuff like that. This is in the first part of Grendel. Is the character you can do that too? Yep. Okay, the names are starting to come back to me a little bit. But I'm trying to remember some of the other decisions I made in that game, because again, it's been a while. Remember the ending had some kind of twist to it, but I can't remember what it was. Oh my gosh. I might not live through this. Oh man. But I'm trying to think about what else I've been up to over these last couple of weeks. I haven't really done too much. But like I was saying before, I was playing Jedi Fallen Order, and man, that game is so interesting because like I think the story is alright, you know, but like I really love the combat system. Like when you get used to it, it's actually, it makes you feel like you're a Jedi, you know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have seen Jedi Fallen Order or played it, but it's a very interesting combat style. Like it's apparently based off of Dark Souls, which I've only played one time. Let's see. I kind of see where Lucasfilm was coming from, thinking Grey Jedi not a thing. Yeah, that's what people were saying in the comment section. Like, because I feel like there's two definitions to, oh wait, hold on. Your current PC. So, like, I have a PC, right? But, like, I'm not good with the lingo. My friends are. But I'm assuming that's powerful, right, Zero? Like, I got a pretty strong PC myself. So I'm able to play most things at, like, ultra or high graphics. Whoa, I have no idea how I survived that. Okay. Ah, this is so annoying. But, let's see. Let's see what Goku said. So I see where they're coming from. Balance in the Force is not in equal parts light and dark. That's like saying you have equal parts of cancer and not cancer. The light side is balance and the dark side is imbalance. Yeah, I remember George Lucas said at one point, I believe, that balance in the Force means the absence of the Sith. So I thought it was the Sith who put the Force out of balance, like the existence of the Sith. I know, I bet like for these next gen games, they're gonna really push PCs to their limits, I think. Like, are you guys interested in Cyberpunk 2077? I think it's coming out in September. That one looks like really fun. But for the Grey Jedi thing, I've always thought that Grey Jedi was like a philosophical label, you know, instead of a label on how much you can
NFCS destroyed.
use the light side and the dark side. I thought it was more of like a ideological thing where, like, you know, certain Jedi or Force wielders would have like different ideological stances when compared to like the Jedi and stuff like that, you know. So like someone like Count Dooku, for example, when he left the Order, but not when he became like a Sith Lord or anything like that. Or maybe someone like I wouldn't say Ahsoka left due to ideological reasons, so maybe she's not a great Jedi. But I would say someone like maybe Count Dooku, when he left the Order, he probably would have been, if that term was actually like legit. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to beat this? Let's see. TI is one of the most powerful GPUs and graphics cards. It's costly though. Yeah, PCs can get so expensive. There's people out there who spend like $2,000-$3,000 on their computer. Which I guess to them, it's like having, like, you know how some people like cars? And they spend their time upgrading their cars? I feel like that's what PCs have become to a lot of people. Like a hobby where they just love to, you know, tinker with them and have stuff. Okay, hold on. Let's see. The true definition of a great Jedi is just an unorthodox Jedi that doesn't follow the council. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. The fandom has this misunderstanding that great Jedi is someone who uses both sides of the Force. That's what I said in my comment, because I remember I left a comment on Stupendous Wave's video. I was saying how I think that there's two definitions to great Jedi, and I felt like most people who were talking about it were just kind of talking past each other because they had two separate concepts in their mind, but they didn't realize that the person who they were talking to was thinking about something different. So I think that it was really just a misunderstanding between people. Because like that's exactly what I thought a great Jedi was. Oh, and there I go. But like when it comes to PCs though, like I'd say that they're pretty awesome. I remember my friends would always tell me about the PC Master Race when I was on console, and they're like, "It's so much better over here. You should come to the dark side or the light side." When it comes to you know, playing games and everything. Okay, I'll just finish that. Okay. When I think of gray Jedi, my brain thinks of white, black, and gray hackers. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do? How do I finish this? Alright. Change message. Continue. Okay. Oh, man. So I wonder how I'm going to respawn. Hopefully I don't have to do this whole fight over again. That would be so lame. But, when you look at Grey Jedi as, like, an Orthodox Jedi definition, like, I feel like if you look at that definition, I don't think it conflicts with anything. You know what I mean? That's why I felt like I said, I think people were just talking past each other and not really understanding what the other person was saying. But you know, one question. So maybe you guys can tell me this, right? Okay, hold on. It seems that Lucasfilm goes by the first definition. People took this to mean that there is no such thing as people who use both sides of the Force, but that's not what they were saying. So is it that people use both sides, or do they not use both sides? I guess that's kind of the tricky part, because I was thinking about Rey, because I haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker, right? But I could have sworn I heard that Rey uses Force lightning in the movie, which by itself that's kind of crazy. But like, it made me wonder, because like it was kind of like people in the comment section and the video were saying, at least I think what Stupendous Wave was saying was, you can really only be one or the other when it comes to being a Jedi or a dark side user and stuff. But then it makes me wonder about where dark Jedi fall, you know? But what was I saying about PCs? I was going to say something about computers. But, like, I think one of my favorite parts about switching to PC would just be the frames, you know? Like, it's just... And the customization. Oh, man. Okay. So, I have no idea how I'm going to beat this fight. Let's see. Through just choosing not to use the term great Jedi for both sides. When it comes to users of both sides, they're opting to use a different term to avoid confusion. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, let me just try to pay attention. Woo! Yeah. But I feel like if they just came out and said that, you know, basically came out and said what you said, Goku, I think that there would be less confusion. I remember Freddie Prinze Jr., the one who played Kanan, was saying something about this. But like the way he said it was kind of mean. He was saying a lot of mean stuff. I feel like he kind of burnt a few bridges with the way he was talking. If you guys, I don't know if you guys remember that situation or not. So what have you guys been up to, like, you know, in your daily lives? Because I think I might have asked that before, but I don't know if I saw your responses. Or maybe I did see them, and maybe I did forget. So, maybe if you guys can tell me. Okay. This is gonna be... Because I'm all out of health packs, so I have no idea how I'm supposed to beat this fight. This is probably one of the worst parts where you could run out of health on. No online games just yet? Oh, I see what you mean. There's plenty, though, so, like, you have a lot to choose from. Going to eat? Alright. I'll probably be here for another 20 minutes or so. Okay. What's your favorite thing about PC, Zero? I think another good thing about PC is just like no having to pay for online, you know? Like, that's one thing I really got mad at PlayStation about back when they announced the PS4, because like their online was usually free, you know? So it was kind of some booty sweat when they made us pay for it. I was kind of upset by that. I think that was one thing that kind of set them apart from Xbox. So. I'm just checking the chat real fast. Oh, come on. I played online games before on my computer, and for a little bit. Oh, VR chat. Okay, cool. VR chat is so interesting. I was watching some videos about people on there, and I remember like the Ugandan Knuckles situation, and then what's it called? Then I saw another video series about people just having deep conversations on there. It was crazy. I think that's one of the good things and bad things about the internet, you know? Like, the internet can be a very nasty place, but at the same time, I feel like people are the most honest on the internet, because there's no, you can be anonymous, you know? So, I think that's one good thing. But I've never played VR chat myself. I had no idea how I was supposed to block that. I'm just gonna keep my distance from this guy. Oh boy. So what exactly do you do in VR chat other than talking to people? Are there any games that you can play, or is it just kind of like just a casual kind of go on and chat with other people type of thing?
It's all because of you.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
I'll erase you. I'll erase everything.
Oh, I think I can. Let's see if I can get health from this person. Oh, never mind. Dang it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or if this is just a flaw with the way the game is designed, or what. I think most likely I'm just doing something wrong, but I have no idea how to get past this now, because I can't heal up, you know? It's weird because there was a boss fight I was doing for the first 20 minutes of the stream, and from my memory, I remember that being a very difficult boss fight, but it wasn't so bad this time around. But this one was supposed to be really easy, and now it's like this is the most challenging one. Okay, let's see. Oh snap! Okay, careful, careful. Okay. There are games in different worlds in the game. It's been updated a bit since they... Okay, cool, cool. So... And what type of VR headset do you have? I have, like, one of my good friends got one. I can't remember the exact name of it, the one that he has, but, like, he had a really, really nice one. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oculus Rift S. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So how many VR games do you have? And have you ever played that one game? It's called Boneworks. I think that's what it's called. It's like a newer game, but it's probably one of the best VR games out there from what I've seen. It has like realistic arms, for example, that kind of predict where you are and stuff. You can do all kinds of funny things with that. There's this channel on YouTube called Node. That's what they're called. And they do videos with that game, because I think one of the guys who's on that channel was actually one of the people who created that game. I think the secret is just to get as far away from this guy as possible. I think I'm doing better this time. Okay. I haven't played Boneworks yet. I have VR chat, 5 Nights at Freddy's, and VR Help Wanted. What is Help Wanted? Is that like the one game I heard of where you work at like an office or a fast food place? Like, is it like a simulator type of game or something different? I think it's so funny how people play games to escape their real lives, but then they go play simulators, you know, where you basically do a job, you know. I think it's kind of like ironic. This is just gonna go on and on and on and on and on. Let's just keep going. I guess that's one of the frustrating things about playing games on stream. Because I always try to pick a game that I'm at least semi-good at. So I don't have to, like, you know, fail over and over on stream. Because I want to make sure it's entertaining for you guys. I want to see if I can just slice through these things. No, I guess I can't. Am I supposed to go up to him and fight him? Well, like 9S is able to do it, but he's a computer, so he's not going to be affected by this. Alright. Status screen. Combat preparations complete. Oh. I'm going to just try running up to this guy. Oh, I guess that's not going to work. I think another thing too is like he's a little difficult to see. Like right now, like I can't see where he's at all.
Damn.
I wonder if there's a way for me to get out of this and go buy some more health packs. But I'm probably gonna be on for another 10 minutes or so. So hopefully Goku gets back so I can talk to him a little bit more too. So are you guys planning on getting the next Last of Us game? I don't know if you guys have PS4s or not. Well, I know Goku's not here, so just you, you know. Oh my gosh.
Nothing matters anymore.
Probably one of the most annoying bosses in the whole game.
Nothing matters anymore.
I have a PS4, probably. We'll see. I'm mainly playing PC these days. Okay, I see. I definitely, myself, I definitely want to play the Last of Us game. I know that I won't spoil it because I don't know what the leaks were, but I heard that there were some leaks, and from what I heard, a lot of people weren't happy about them. So I guess I have to see for myself. This is probably just gonna be me dying for the next like couple of minutes. I might have to try to beat the game or beat this fight after I get off the stream, so I won't be stuck on it next time. They weren't great. Oh man. Well, you know, I'll play the game anyway, and I'll figure out what all the hype is. You know, I know they said the story was a little controversial, so I mean, like, I'm okay with controversial stories. You know, as long as the story is good. I think that's one of my favorite things about art. Like, I like to see people's vision, you know, for stuff that they create. I think one of my things about art is, like, you know, I don't think it should be censored or anything like that. You know, I feel like, you know, I think one of life's greatest joys is experiencing someone else's life's work, you know? So if someone works really hard on something, I want to see them get all the funding and talent that they need to make their full vision come to life, you know? So I can play it or watch it. But I know the very first Last of Us game was actually very good. Like, I love that game. I think the dangerous part is when you let this guy get too close to you. It's like I'm just barely doing any damage, just like a little damage at a time. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Well, there's more than just leaks, but have fun anyway. Yeah, I know that they said that there was some gameplay that came out, like a lot of gameplay. So I wonder exactly what happened, because like at first they're saying that it was a disgruntled Naughty Dog employee, but then they were saying that it was like some hackers, you know? I think the disgruntled Naughty Dog employee thing was just a rumor though. But like, later on they're saying that it was just some hackers. Okay, let me get away from this guy. Get away from me! How long I'm going to survive this? Oh boy. Oh. There I go. You know what? Maybe I'll just talk to you, Zero, for a little while. Because I'm going to be leaving in the next probably like 3 minutes anyway. You're not too sure yourself? So like, is it the leaks that turned you off to the game? Or is it like you just not being sure because like maybe Last of Us games aren't your type of thing, or like what's the reason? Without spoiling it, of course, you know. I can hear my PlayStation whirring. But one of my dreams, like for PlayStation, right, is I want them to make another Warhawk game. Like I know most people haven't heard of that because it was one of PlayStation's launch titles for PS3. But it was honestly one of my favorite games of all time. If not my I think it definitely was my favorite game of all time, actually. I just love I just love like the action in the game and everything. Neil Druckmann's stupidity. Ah, I see. So like I was following it for a while, but like, what did he say exactly? Was he just making fun of people or making fun of the fans' reactions to the leaks? I know he was copyright striking some people unfairly, or at least I heard that Naughty Dog was, or Sony, which is definitely not cool, you know. See, I have no idea how to fight this guy. If I get close to him, he's just gonna release these things. Good thing these missiles are tracking missiles, you know? This fight is a lot harder than I remember it being. What he said, he wasn't my favorite. So you like the voices? Like the voice acting? I think the combat in the first game. I would say that one of my gripes about it was I felt like the combat could have been a little bit more creative. Like when it came to, or maybe not the combat, but it was like we did like human levels where we fought humans, and then zombie levels and we fought the zombies. And it was like human, zombie, human, zombie, human, zombie. You know, so I feel like they could find more ways to be creative with it, you know. Like I liked the Left Behind because the Left Behind DLC, just because you could use the zombies to attack humans. From what I remember, I think you can make noises and the zombies would come after people and stuff like that. So that was cool. One thing I don't get is a lot of people say that Sony's games are just movies in game form. I don't get that, you know, because I feel like their games are really games, but I hear people saying that, like they think that they're not actually games, they're just like movies with video game stuff attached to them. But I don't believe that. Okay. Alright. Oh. Okay.
Alert. NFCS destroyed. Close range combat no longer operable.
Oh, man. How am I supposed to beat this?
I'll erase you! I'll erase everything!
No, I can't run. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, he's Troy. Troy has been one of my favorite voices for a while. Ashley Johnson too. Yeah. Oh, it was Ben 10. Oh man, I remember Ben 10. I think Ben 10 started to come around right when I stopped watching Cartoon Network. I think that's kind of when I got more into like anime and stuff. But I remember that show. It's had like 3 different versions, hasn't it? Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. I'll be honest with you, like this boss fight is like no fun. Okay. Who are my favorite voice actors? I would say I love Lucy Christian. I think she played Tenma on the show called School Rumble. That was one of my favorite shows. Ah. Okay. I also like who else I like Ahsoka's actress. She's really cool. And Tara Strong, of course. She's really cool too. And Kevin Conroy. And Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's a good actor. Oh my gosh! Please let me finish this fight.
Alert. FFCS destroyed.
Okay.
Ranged combat no longer operable.
I think we did it. Ooh. I wonder if I got a different ending this time.
It's over.
So sort of Ben 10 Omniverse. They're all connected. Oh, okay.
9S!
I was even about to say, I thought there were some live action movies.
I really screwed up.
So these were TV movies, right? Or were they in the movie theater?
I must have been corrupted when Eve detached from the network.
No.
It's okay. I can always reload my backup data from the bunker.
But you'll lose you. The you that exists at this very moment.
Guess so. But we can't upload this corrupted data to the bunker. So...
9S.
Please do me.
TV movies. Okay. I think I remember
Do
them.
this for me.
That's pretty sad. Yeah, so is the new Nier game on mobile? Because I think I heard about that actually.
It always ends like this.
I know there's like lots of different endings to this game, but I keep getting this one. I'm not sure what I should do differently.
alive?
It's kind of weird seeing 2B's eyes.
Goddamned machines! Is this
So have you played all the
a
Nier
message?
games?
The data transmissions. They're resonating with each other.
Wow. I don't think I remember this ending. Or maybe I do.
Wait a second, 2B.
Oh, okay.
It looks like I left my personal data in the machine side of things. Next thing I knew, my sense of self was regenerated over the surrounding network. Having multiple selves fused together like this is a pretty valuable experience, so I wanted to record it. But I couldn't access any storage areas yet, so I just multiplexed it over the memories of some nearby enemies, so that when I returned to my own body,
Yes. I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
Which got in the US? Yeah, because I heard that there were some that were released in Japan and some that were released in the US.
What
Like,
is it that separates machines from androids
okay,
like
let's
us?
see what she's saying.
The machines have gained emotions, consciousness. The final screams they summoned on the edge of death. They still echo within me.
Oh, I think this is kind of a happy ending. But I don't think this is the ending, though. I think there's more to the game. When I first played this game, I was just like, oh, that was kind of... I wouldn't say it was short, but like... I remember it felt kind of short when I was playing it for the first time until I realized that there was actually a lot more to it. It's a very interesting game, though. Okay, so like, that makes sense, Zero. I wonder if there'll be a sequel to this game. But I haven't got all the endings yet, so I don't know if this is the official ending or if there's another ending that I haven't played. This is a good song. What would you say is your favorite video game, Zero? I've told you about mine, so what are some of yours, at least? Would you say that Wolf Among Us is one of your favorites, or do you have a different one? I'm not sure if I've heard of that one before. Hack GU Last Recode. It sounds like a Japanese game. I'm just listening to the lyrics of this song. I'll say this. This is definitely one of the weirdest games I've ever played. But in a good way. So, was that an anime? Because it sounds like I've heard of that, but as an anime series. Dot hack. I think I heard of an anime series like that, which was like an older series, I think, that was similar to Sword Art Online. It was like a video game that people were trapped inside of or something. Video game credits are always so long. You know, what animes have I been watching recently? I was watching Ancient Magus Bride a while ago. I don't know if you've heard about that anime before, but it's really good. Okay. So, how many of seasons of that has there been? Because I think there was more than one series, right? Yeah, Magus Bride is really good. Like, I haven't finished it yet, though. It's taken me a while, but I've just been taking my time with it. Every once in a while, I'll pick up the show again. Very magical. It feels like Ghibli, but with a touch of darkness to it, you know? It has like the magic of Ghibli movies, but it has like a little bit of like spookiness. A notification from Square Enix. Ooh. To all players, thank you very much for playing Nier Automata. We have a very special message for you. This game has several different storylines that change each time you play. You have witnessed the A route, but there are still many story elements and changes to the gameplay. Systems you have not seen yet. We highly recommend that you play through again to witness the full Nier Automata experience. Hope you enjoy the rest of the game. Sincerely, Square Enix PR. Save. Of course. Okay. To continue playing with the same save data you used to complete the game, select continue and load that save data. Okay. Let me see what you said, Zero. It's the first anime. It takes place during the first 4 games. 4 games, wow. And there are others that take a different look at the game. Liminality was a prequel to the anime. Wow. So, like, this is an old series, right? Or is it still going on? And I think I'll leave in the next 5 minutes or so. I just keep on extending it.
I never quite realized how beautiful this world is.
The commanders put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
Oh, you know one show I saw recently? It was called, oh man, what was it called? The Promised Neverland.
you ever meet up,
I don't know if you've heard about that or not, Zero, but that one was pretty interesting. It's still going on? Wow.
I want him. I mean...
Originally on the PS2. Wow. We've come really far when it comes to game systems. I feel like this generation just kind of flew by. The PlayStation 4 generation, I mean. Oh yeah, that boss was so annoying.
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Pod 153, I order you to halt all logical thought and speech.
They're not A2. I can handle this.
Androids were designed to protect their human masters.
I think that one probably was my favorite boss, the opera singer boss. That was
the
really
last
good.
remaining members of your
I think the Link game was the furthest timeline will get a
That's not the
reboot,
operator.
since the G remaster had a new chapter that made Link a bit non-canon. I see. How do you feel about that? Would you prefer that it sticks with the original canon, or would you be open to a new story? It wasn't great? Ah, I see. Do you play a lot of Japanese games? Or just a few? I don't play many Japanese games myself. At least I don't think so. Sometimes I play games that forget, like, you know, they're from, you know, they might be from Japan, like this one. I know the Dark Souls games are Japanese, right?
I never...
Okay. Well, I think I probably have to get going for now. So I'll just wait until your response, Zero. But after that, I'll head out. I had to scramble to eat some dinner really fast before I came on here, so I'm just glad that I was able to get something to eat. Thank you, Zero. I hope you have a good day too. I really appreciate you coming today. You and Goku. I was worried that no one was going to show up because, like, I was here for like the first 20 minutes. I was just like, oh man, no one's coming. Because like, I was about 10 minutes late, so I really don't blame anybody, because they might have came and checked and saw that I wasn't here for the first 10 minutes. But you know, it was great talking with you guys today. So I'll see you next time.